Okay, a student sent in a concern in his model, and he had a concern that he wasn't getting the right mass properties. As a matter of fact, his mass properties are about twice of what they should be. So immediately you can probably see in here that we have a lot of lines in here that seem to separate where the hinge rounds are and where the base model is, except for this one up here. So that kind of indicates that we have perhaps a number of different bodies in here, and we have more bodies than we should. So if you look at the mass properties, if we take a look at the mass properties of my model, which is always correct, if we go to the mass properties up here, let's go ahead and take a screenshot of this so we could actually refer to this later. Let's call it the snipping tool if you like to do this, but let's go ahead and just grab the mass and the center of mass and maybe pull that off to the side over here. Let's go ahead and close this and take a look at the other model and see what the mass properties are here and do a comparison. Now we can see what's going on here. So his mass is 2.5 pounds. Mine's a little bit over a pound. And the center of mass is, yeah, it's kind of off too. There's quite a bit of material in here, so it's actually, it's off by quite a bit. So what's wrong with this? So let's take this. Let's just actually go back until we see the solid bodies folder disappear. So we take a rollback bar. I think if we actually probably before this feature, the rollback bar or the solid bodies folder disappears here, and it's this one here. It's this feature here. It actually created a bunch of solid bodies. So you have the left pin hugger, and then the top right, which is that one over there, and then top right over here. It's actually referring to that circular feature. So you have 3 different bodies there, and you can actually see where there's kind of an interference between where 3 of the bodies are trying to intersect in the same area. So let's right click in this guy, go to edit feature, and let's make sure that we're not selecting bodies. You don't want to do a body because it's just going to take the body that we have in here. If we click in that, let's go ahead and right click in that again. If we click in that, what it's going to do is going to take that same body, copy that body, turn it, put it up over here, copy that body one more time, turn it, and put it over here. Going to make it about 3 times heavier. So don't select bodies, select features. What we want to do in regard to the features, if we go to the feature flyout over here, is we want to take the left pin hugger. So this is one way to do it, where you just take, that hinge round, as I call it, or the hugger over here, and you just rotate it 3 times around, and then you can put in the cut later. So once you do that, I think everything kind of falls into place, as long as you put everything else in right. So we have some errors in here, so if we go back in here and see what the error is here, what we have in here is a coincident relationship that's now dangling. So let's go ahead and bring back that base plate sketch, right click it out, let's go ahead and show that. Get rid of that dangling relationship, and let's see if we can go ahead and grab that endpoint in here. Not going to be able to do that unless we go to normal to. So let's go ahead and go normal to, and now if we pick the endpoint of that line down here, we can put that into place. Go ahead and rebuild that. We still have a bunch of errors in here, but we're going to go ahead and keep these errors. I'm going to let you guys fix that on your own. But just to demonstrate this, let's go ahead and take the mass properties of this and see what that looks like. So now we have 1.00542. Now let's go ahead and bring back my mass properties, which is always correct. And now we have everything correct almost. The tolerance here, or the precision, I think we need to bring that down a little bit. So instead of 5, let's go ahead and make that 4. And I think you'll find that to be correct. Let's bring mine back over here. Take a look at that. So 10054, 268 for the Y, and minus 268. For the Z, it's minus 1861, and that's what he has too. So we're not going to save that. We're going to go ahead and close this out. Just make sure you make these corrections in here, and your model should be good.